Lightsabers, iconic blades of the Jedi and Sith, ubiquitous symbols or emblems of the Star Wars saga.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight, not as clumsy or random as a blaster.
I see you have constructed a new lightsaber.
You want this, don't you?
We went into aggressive negotiations. Thank you.
Aggressive negotiations, what's that?
Well, negotiations with a lightsaber.
What was special about lightsabers in George Lucas's films? I'll share my perspectives next. Welcome to Galactic Initiative. I'm your host, Jeff. For Star Wars, George Lucas invented lightsabers, and lightsabers came to represent his films in perpetuity. Their design reflected his fondness for Flash Gordon serials and samurai and swashbuckler films. Many videos explain the weapon's origins, mechanisms, and functions. My purpose is broader. I considered the meaning of lightsabers. What did they accomplish for Lucas? I confess to oversimplification for the sake of time. I could have written a dissertation, but instead I produced a short essay. My reflection about the significance of lightsabers quickly led to three conclusions. First, lightsabers provided a narrative benefit: combat with conversation. To advance the tale, characters could battle and banter.
When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil, Darth. You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than possibly imagined.
You are beaten. It is useless to resist. Don't let yourself be destroyed as Obi-Wan did. I sense great fear in you, Skywalker. You have hate. You have anger. But you don't use them.
I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you. I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take over. Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine is evil!
Exchanges of blaster fire couldn't facilitate communication, particularly between opponents. Lightsabers required proximity, and proximity allowed dialogue. Think of all Lucas achieved through these legendary duels. Obi-Wan Kenobi hinted at life after death just before his corporeal disappearance. Darth Vader revealed his true identity as he tested, taunted, and tempted Luke Skywalker. Count Dooku presaged Anakin Skywalker's fall to the dark side. Darth Sidious and Yoda argued over the galaxy's fate. Anakin and Obi-Wan, well, they had a long talk. The anomaly was Duel of the Fates, because it lacks speech. I think jawing would have enhanced the scene. Imagine threats of revenge with hints at the Phantom Menace in Peter Serafinowicz's smooth monotone. Some character development for Darth Maul. What do you think? All the verbal disputes were punctuated by the flash, hum, and static of lightsabers. Sword fights weren't a novel idea, but lightsabers took sword fights to a new level by increasing their spectacle, discourse, and danger. Which brings me to my second conclusion, also related to plot. Lightsabers were climactic. Dismemberments and deaths almost always followed the blade's ignitions. Only Yoda and Darth Sidious fought without a loss of life or limb. And only one Star Wars film, Episode 4, didn't end with a lightsaber duel. Lucas used lightsabers as literal plot devices. Their appearances signaled crescendos. To this day, the snap hiss of a lightsaber quickens our hearts. I love that sound. It announced an exciting, perilous turning point. Finally, lightsabers were force indicators, or force sensitivity indicators. Few characters could effectively wield them. In the OT, only 3 had lightsabers: Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader. Why? Because few characters could use the Force.
I saw your laser sword. Only Jedis carry that kind of weapon.
Just as few became knights or samurai and brandished swords of the finest craftsmen during the Middle Ages. Furthermore, the powers of Yoda and the Emperor transcended weapons. They displayed abilities beyond the rest, a differential that, despite Luke's moment of clarity on the second Death Star, almost resulted in his death.
Never. I'll never turn to the dark side.
But his lightsaber would have blocked Palpatine's Force lightning.
This weapon is your life.
So, lightsabers were special for many reasons. I highlighted 3: combat with conversation, and critical climaxes, both to advance the plot, and status symbols of Force sensitivity. Please share your thoughts with a comment. If you enjoyed the video, press the thumbs up button and the subscribe button.
I need your help, son.
Thank you for watching. Check out Galactic Initiative for all things Star Wars.
Lightsaber.
The laser sword.
Lightsaber.
A Jedi's weapon.
The laser sword.
It is you who are mistaken.
The laser sword.
Galactic Initiative is not authorized or endorsed by Lucasfilm Limited. The name Star Wars and all related materials are registered trademarks of Lucasfilm Limited, a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, Flight Rights Reserved. Galactic Initiative is a registered trademark, and other product and company names are trademarks of their respective holders. Use does not imply affiliation or endorsement.